Hello. Hello everyone, it's me, that divination witch, and I hope you're doing well. Now, I'm back, of course, with a witchy video. I always start my videos by saying that. I've gotten in that habit. You'll know, obviously, what it is from thumbnail and title, but today I'm going to be talking about how to summon Hecate. I suppose this could be a beginner's guide. Well, it is actually. It's a beginner's guide on how the heck do you contact Hecate. The reason I'm covering this is because people have asked me more times than I can count how to do this, and I'm also being asked on a regular basis, how do you summon her? And well, it's not as complicated as you may think, all right? So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get this started. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I'm Sarah, I'm that divination witch. I hope you stick around. This is a safe space, this channel I've set up to help people. I share what I know, I share what I've learned, my experiences, and I answer your questions as well. And this is a question that's been asked so many times. So if you have a question, ask away, nothing silly. Everyone's got to start somewhere, you know. So ask away, and if you like that, yeah. I hope you stick around and hit subscribe. And if you do want to support my channel further, I do offer readings. I've got a link tree just below. Be grateful if you could check it out. I've got a YouTube membership now as well, Patreon. I'm teaching tarot at the moment, so that's a thing. And anything I get from that goes back into the channel, improving things. So thank you. First and foremost, do you need to summon Hecate? Because that's the way it's worded a lot. And I'm sure I've covered this on a video before. But no, you absolutely don't. What does it even mean to summon anything? Well, I suppose it's in the meaning of the word itself. It is to bring forth an energy into your space, whether that is a god, a demon, a spirit. It's more commonly a terminology used in more left-hand path practices, or high magic as well. There are paths out there that use summoning rituals for several different reasons. You could summon Hecate in that regard, I suppose. It's going to depend on what path you are following, but it is not required to speak with her. It is not a requirement to do that. Now, like I say, there are lots of different paths out there. Some off the top of my head, there are people who follow more Goetia sort of magic. And when I say Goetia, I don't mean the Lesser Key of Solomon demons. I mean the ancient Greek sort of style of doing things. I mean, there's whole ass religions and orders out there like Thelema. That's not really linked with Hecate per se, but it is a thing. The Hermetic Golden Dawn. There's all sorts of different orders, different paths you can follow. Luciferian path, that's another thing. Loads of different branches off under that as well. You know, there's loads of different occult practices and paths that you can follow. And if you are on said path that does ask you to do a ritual to summon Hecate, then fair enough, that's the path you're on. Follow the path, follow the instructions you've been given. And if you are on one of those paths, to be honest, I don't think you're going to be watching this video, because you're going to be doing your thing and believing in what you believe in and following what you follow. So you don't need my 2 cents on the situation. Aside from all of that, no, you don't summon Hecate. She's not something to be summoned, sort of thing. You know, I think that's a big misconception, I suppose, that you summon spirits. Thanks to Hollywood, thanks to horror movies, and you know, the way demons and things are portrayed in Hollywood, I think people think you have to summon these higher powers. And no, you don't have to do that. I've done a video myself because I keep being asked, and I'm still asked even though I've got the video out, how to contact different spirits. It's not as complex as you may think. It really isn't. And it's the same with Hecate. How do you contact her? Well, speak with her. And I shrug, but it's true. She is an all-powerful goddess. She is primordial. She is part of the divine feminine. She's there whether you know it or not. Her name itself means works from afar, because she's always there. She's always around. She's always got a hand in things. It's part of her job. She helps humanity in that way. So even if you don't know how to do any form of divination, even if you don't know how to read a tarot deck or anything like that, you can still talk with her. And what I mean by talking with her is literally, you can talk out loud to her. You can talk in your mind to her. You can pray to her, which is basically talking to her. And you can write her a letter. She loves the written word. She loves anything creative as well. And she does enjoy being prayed to, because in antiquity, back in the day, in Hellenic times and before then, people did pray to her. Prayer isn't just an Abrahamic religion thing. It's in more than that. So you can pray to her even, okay? It's just like any other higher power out there. That is as simple as it is. You know, things are as complex as we make them to be. You don't have to go doing a fancy ritual on a full moon or whatever, you know. Now, there are traditions that you can do to respect her outside of certain paths I've already mentioned, like leaving her an offering at crossroads. That was something that was done in ancient times, especially on the new moon. The new moon's sacred to her, the dark moon. You can leave her an offering at crossroads. You can leave her an offering outside. You can leave her a little offering inside as well. I've got a whole video of offerings to Hecate. They're not always physical things. They're really not. It can be acts of devotion. It can be donating to a charity, helping other people, helping animals, cleaning up litter from somewhere. Like, the options are endless. Service to others is service to Hecate. If it's in her name, if it's in her honour, then yes, she likes that. These things, like I say, it's as complex as you want to make it, or as simple as you want to make it. So literally, you can just talk with her. Now, all the better if you know how to do divination. Do a reading with her. Light her a candle. It's not complex. It really isn't. And I've covered it in videos before about her, but she is, you know, she's somebody who helps humanity in her job role, in who she is as a being, as a goddess. Even if you're not destined to work with her or whatever, or, you know, you're not destined to receive guidance from her. To be honest, I've never known her turn someone away so cruelly, unless there is a reason, unless there's a big reason. If you contact her and you are rude, if you're arrogant, if you've got bad attitude, then she is gonna say go away. If you contact her and you have a bad attitude, then you're going to be met in kind with a bad attitude. That's the way she is. So my advice, this is short and sweet, I suppose, but my advice, how do you contact her in the first place? Light her a candle. Even if it's something as simple as a tea light, just light a candle for her, because that symbolises her being the torchbearer, her being the light bringer, and fire is energy, so you're giving her some energy. Light her a candle and speak with her, whether that is writing a letter to her or writing something down, speaking in your mind, speaking out loud. Ask for a sign. Ask for a sign in your dreams. You know, ask her for a confirmation that she has heard and received the message. If you know divination, do a reading with her. Even if it's something as simple as a pendulum, use that. But you can just sit there with her energy and talk with her. Now, another question on the back of this I've been asked is meditation a good way to contact deities? This is in general. I would say yes, but meditation isn't for everyone. You know, meditation is not something that everyone can do so easily. It is beneficial in your practice in your spirituality, if you can do it. That's why it's found throughout loads of different practices and cultures and religions, because it helps calm you, it helps still the mind, it helps you be in touch with your higher self, your intuition. But in the realms of mental health, in the realms of reality, sort of thing, not that that's not real, but not everyone is capable of switching their mind off so easy. Even me, it takes me a long time to get into the zone, sort of thing. And when I first started meditating, it took me a while to be able to actually do it, to still my mind. One of the best pieces of advice I was given, and it seems to work for me, is to let your thoughts wander, let it happen, and eventually it'll go quiet. It will still. You will. My top tip for that: listen to some singing bowls off Spotify, something like that. That will help you. It really will help calm you. But yes, if you do meditation, you open yourself up to receive things. So yes, that is a good thing you can do. But yeah, that's it really. That's all I can really advise and say. Speaking with Hecate, contacting Hecate is as simple or as complex as you make it. And that's it, really. So I hope this helped. I hope it shone a light on things. And if you've got any other questions, just ask them. Nothing silly, don't worry. And if you want to learn more about Hecate, I do have a whole playlist on her. And if you made it this far, you know what to do. Hit subscribe. And until next time, as I always say, stay safe and stay witchy. Bye.